Plaintiff Elise Firth and her boyfriend Dwayne Parham rented a room in the defendant's house. Elise claims the defendant was constantly using cocaine and smoking marijuana and crystal meth, so much so that she often set off the fire alarms. They're suing because they believe the defendant illegally evicted them. Defendant Sherry Hackett admits that she used to do drugs, but insists she's been clean and sober for 2 years. Sherry claims Elise and Dwayne fought constantly because Dwayne was so controlling, and she's countersuing for unpaid rent.
Start with you all.
In 2009 is actually when we started paying rent there.
What month?
January of 2009 is when we started paying rent there. And
what was the agreement?
the agreement was $334 a month, and that included utilities, everything. We also agreed that when we moved in, there was supposed to be no drugs because 2 of our roommates were on probation. And on the other hand, well, Sherry, she was smoking dope, doing cocaine. She would drink and drive and fight with her boyfriend, what is actually Dwayne's stepdad. She also would fight till 4 o'clock in the morning when I'd have to be at work, some days at 7 a.m.
And you think all this was because of her drug use?
And the alcohol.
Drug-induced and alcohol. Let me hear from you, ma'am, regarding some of this.
Yeah, I used to do drugs.
And when did you stop?
2 years ago, I was the first female to graduate the federal drug court. Yes, I have a beer sometimes, maybe every night, but not enough to get drunk.
People who've been drug addicts aren't supposed to drink any type of intoxicating.
Yes, I understand that.
So you are breaking the rules of what recovering addicts should do.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure you're fully recovered. Were you all using drugs during January or February of 2009?
No, sir.
All right. And what about the disruptions, the violence?
First of all, when they first moved into our house, they had nowhere to go. Nobody would allow them to live with them because they burned their bridges everywhere. Okay, not long after they moved in, I discovered why they couldn't live with anybody. Dwayne is so controlling over Elise. It is unbelievable. He
is controlling over her.
Yes,
No, he's not.
All right. Go ahead. Tell me why he moved. Tell me about moving in with you.
Okay, they moved in in January of 2009.
Were you disruptive?
Me? No.
Violence, all the things she said that were occurring.
No,
you weren't having fights.
Me and my boyfriend would have arguments because.
Whatever, because.
Yeah.
So you were disruptive.
Not at 4 o'clock in the morning. We may have a little argument, but
How
not.
often?
But maybe once or twice a week, and it was because it was
twice a week. You all would have loud arguments. Were they tenants?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, then you can't disrupt their quiet enjoyment of the home or the room that they are renting in your home.
But they did it to me, and that's why I was grumpy all the time. Nobody cleaned my house.
What did they do?
Okay, they would argue.
How often?
Off every day. Okay, they got one time. Okay, Your Honor, one time, Elise had to go to court to testify for her friend who was being abused, and Dwayne got left home. Okay, he got left home. He flipped out, screaming and yelling at her on the phone. He went to the courthouse, took the bus, went to the courthouse, ended up busting the window out with his head.
Did that happen?
Got criminal charges.
Yes, sir, but
Good enough.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, so.
Let's move on. What else do you want me to know other than you all both argue and are disruptive and violent while living in the same home? What else? Let's move on.
She gave us a 72-hour eviction notice. She told us she had a 72-hour eviction notice from her landlord. We asked to see it. She refused. She got the eviction notice on the 13th.
She moved other people in after we left. When we left there, we left a bed there. We left everything there. She just wanted us out. And then after that, she moved a whole bunch of people in. Her tweaker friends and everything else, she moved in.
No, I moved. Nobody moved in. My friends.
You still tweaking?
No.
See, he said you are.
You know what, honey? You can UA me right now
That's
and I'll
smoking
pass.
crack.
Ask him when's the last time he smoked a bowl of weed. Every day.
Big difference.
Big
difference
I'm
between
clean.
crack
I'm
and weed.
clean. I am clean. I've been clean for 2 years.
No, that's a lie because she would
I am going for my marijuana card. I don't smoke weed no more. I'm going for my marijuana card.
Because you don't smoke it no more? Okay. Yeah, okay. Do I look like I smoke crack? I weigh 153 pounds.
She smoked meth and the fire alarm would go off in the house. She would lock the garage door.
We didn't know.
Smoke crystal meth.
Honey,
she smokes meth.
Your Honor, we didn't smoke cigarettes in my house. That was not allowed in my house.
Let's get to what you're suing about.
Well, she told us we had a 72-hour eviction notice, and then she kicked us out in 24 hours. We had to be out.
And that's when you move your things.
I took everything and left.
All right, and that's
as
why
much
you're
as
suing.
I could take.
And that's why you're suing for an illegal eviction, ma'am.
Okay, we paid the bills on the 1st of the month. Okay, Dwayne and Elise paid us at the end of the month, and they were a month behind every month.
I have...
Quiet, ma'am.
They were a month behind every month. My boyfriend got tired of paying all the bills and nobody
I
helping.
don't know about every month. Let's talk about the month in which you evicted them.
We all got evicted. My boyfriend moved out. We all had to move. Okay, after my boyfriend moved out, if they would have paid their part of the rent, my landlord would have worked for me. He did not give me a 72-hour notice until the 26th of the month is when I got a 72-hour notice.
Non-payment of rent?
For non-payment of rent. And if they would have kicked in their part of the rent, he wouldn't have kicked me out. I didn't get my deposit back. I had to move a whole house by myself. You know, they had one room. Okay, they couldn't even take a shower and clean it.
Did you give them a copy or show them a copy?
I showed everybody. We all had to move, and they knew we all had to move.
Not show us.
At midnight, they got the last of their stuff out. They had one little bedroom. One bedroom. And it took them 72 hours.
So that would be what, the 28th or 29th?
Yep. They left at midnight.
What is it you want to show me?
And wanted to stay longer.
Quiet. What is it you want to show me?
I have receipts from the hotel from when I stayed there.
Okay.
The whole month.
Let's see them.
Of all of them. Highlighted dates and prices.
I mean, if they could pay for a hotel, why couldn't they pay their rent? And we wouldn't have had to move. Okay?
You have provided me with a document that says, handwritten, that says you gave them the eviction notice on the 26th of May. They say you told them verbally on the 13th. That's why they present me with receipts from...
Would you like the other ones?
Hotel. Yes.
His stepdad wrote.
Here's a whole bunch.
His stepdad wrote what?
Wrote the letters.
Oh,
Read
and
it to me.
others.
Read what makes a difference in his stepdad's letter.
It said when rent was due, they couldn't pay on time, so they paid at the end of the month. That rent had already been paid by me and other obligators in household. In short, 30 days late every month by Dwayne and Elise.
Ma'am, please read something having to do with the 13th or 14th. You have told me the 26th. I have evidence that they got a hotel room around the time that they were evicted. I see no reason that they would get a hotel room all these nights, and then you tell them on the 26th they have to leave. So I don't believe you. I believe them. I'm going to grant their judgment for the hotel based on an illegal eviction. They're getting $27.93 as they're asking for. However, I'm going to grant her counterclaim for the $330 unpaid rent. That comes out to what?
But Your Honor,
$24.63.
All right, $24.63.
Yes.
All right, judgment for the plaintiff in the amount. Ma'am, don't act like a dope fiend in here and speak over me. You are also ordered for drug testing. Have a good day.
Oh my God.
I don't do drugs, honestly.
No, she doesn't at all. He's a pothead.
Me?
Smokes it every day, 3, 4, 5 times a day.
I do have a disability.
He has ADHD.
ADHD.
Okay.
And I'm actually trying with my doctor right now to get me a medical marijuana card.
And the doctor said he was going to do it.
Doctor said I could get one. I just got to go through a whole bunch of stuff.
But there was no drugs in my home. My kids were on probation. He smoked it in my home every day, in the garage every day.
So did you?
I don't smoke weed.
Yes, you
did
do.
smoke weed.
You
Oh,
smoked
okay.
pot. You did coke.
What about your
You've
next door
seen
neighbor?
me do this.
Yeah, I seen you and Bobby both do coke.
Bobby?